Welcome everybody. It is a beautiful Saturday down here in the low country, and we are back out on a familiar property, but we are doing something totally new out here on this property. So it's Saturday, out here helping the owner for a little project that he's got. He's basically the lead on this. I'm just a hired help. I have no clue really what I'm doing when it comes to this, but apparently he's done all the research and everything. It's nothing too crazy, but I'll show you guys what the problem is, what we're getting into, something a little different. But we are going to be out here doing some mulching as well, so you guys will see that. We got some ponds to clean up over the next couple of days, so we got a lot of fun stuff to do out here. So let's take a look at what we got and we will get started. All right, if you guys remember, I have done a ton of mulching out here for the owner out here. First time I ever came out here, we cleaned up the jungle pond up there near where those pine trees are, and then we mulched all this back over in here, cleaned up a bunch of trees, mulched all that back out through there. And the owner's been dealing with an issue with the basement here, and a lot of houses here in the south don't have basements in them down here in the low country, but this one has a walk-in basement in the back side of it. And you can see the owner's dug all this out right here with a tractor, and you can see he's had water coming in through this basement. This basement's basically been unusable because of the water issue in it for years and years and years. So he's just been mitigating that and keeping it dry down here as best he can. Well, it's finally come time to fix all that. So what we need to do is I'm gonna help him dig out this edge right here. I got the mini, this is a 30-inch bucket, and we're gonna dig this out right here and basically put in a French drain. The problem that we've got here a little bit is the owner called a guy to bring him some 57 stone, some 57 concrete stone to backfill this. Granite would be preferable, but the granite, so we don't have any stone here. We don't have any granite stone locally here, so they have to bring it in from Raleigh. It used to be $38 a ton for granite 57. I guess in the last time I went and picked some up, it's gone to, what'd you say it was, 54? 55. $55 a ton for granite 57 stone. So the owner was going to use concrete 57, which would have been fine, but they brought him number 3. And so he called him and said, this is not what I ordered. She said, I'll pay you guys to bring me, I'll pay you for the trip, just bring me another load of 57. Will you comp me on the load, because you brought me number 3 and I can't do anything with this. And they basically told him to kick rocks. So that really sucks. So not great customer service, bringing somebody a wrong load and then not even make it right. So what can you do? But we don't have any rain forecasted. It rained, we had a hellacious thunderstorm come through yesterday. We're not forecast to have any rain for the next 10 days at least. So we've got plenty of time to dig this out and get this backfilled. So we're gonna dig this down. It's got to go down about on this deep end. I think he said about 50 inches to get down to the footer, and then down here it's not too deep. I'm gonna rip these pine trees out. We're gonna get this gutter out of the way and start digging this out.
To the septic tank.
You got to expose it so I can see what the hell is going on here. All right, guys, you can see the problem here. Look at the water coming out of there like a river, flowing all down through there. This is like an archaeological dig site in here with all this brick and stuff. This is a mess, man. It's, I guess when they built this house, they just backfilled this with a whole bunch of brick. There's just nothing but brick. He was going to use this dirt for filling low spots in the yard, but I don't think that's going to happen.
That's going right in the woods.
So it's turning into Idigit Jones in the basement of doom here or something. That's a good title for this video.
We had a puddling up.
Yep. Yeah, it's already puddling down there. So you can see how much water's in the ground in this clay. And it's just holding water and it's seeping right through this brick into the basement. This is the basement wall right here. We found the footer. So there's where the house, where it stops, and then they just dropped a brick wall straight down to that footer down there is what it looks like. So I'd be worried about you also having dirt coming in from that backside, because that's just going to be dirt up underneath there too. But hopefully the footer drain will, that water, that's why that water's coming out. That's all the water that's probably back up underneath the house on the back side of the basement back there, if I had to guess. Now that it's, so it's got, we've released the pressure on this side because we dug the dirt out. Water's going to the least pressure, and so it's all that water that's been back there behind the house, because that's dirt underneath that concrete right there. That's all dirt going back up underneath it. So we've released this pressure by removing this dirt, and that water's draining towards the lowest pressure point, which is this hole.
Yeah, the regular part of the house, it's on 3 foot stilts or piers.
Yep.
Concrete piers.
Well, hopefully now we've got this, that will allow that water to drain out from behind it and keep that dry enough to where the water won't come in through there.
Yeah, the whole underside, you see where a vent's at, all that is just dirt. Just dirt and piers.
Huh.
But the house has been here since 60.
Since 1960? Well, there you go.
Still standing.
It's pretty wild too. We noticed that the brick is different too. Well, they used a smooth brick basically at where the basement footer or the slab down there starts. That's all smooth brick, and everything above it is this rough coarse brick, which is a little different.
If I had to guess, when the original house was here, there was a back patio, and when they busted that up to put the basement addition on, I bet they threw it right in the hole. Threw it right in the hole with it.
Yep. Crazy. All right, we'll keep digging this out and see what else we find. We got to do the other side too, so we're about halfway down the hole here. So that was the deepest part there, so we're working our way out to daylight as we go.
Yeah.
Every time I do that, I think I'm breaking something off the house.
Well, so far, so good.
I've never heard of that.
Really?
No.
They still sell that. That's
Anybody heard of a knee high? We just found that in the hole. God knows how old that is. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, they make a great orange, a peach. I think they still have that store across the street.
This is like an archaeological dig site. We're finding all kinds of stuff. Okay guys, back over here on Monday morning. I wasn't able to get an outro video on Saturday after we stopped, but you can see he's come through here and cleaned this up right through here, cleaned the brick off, and you can see where it transitions there. That gives you a better idea of, kind of glad I did this on Monday. You can get a better idea what the footer looks like and the brickwork and everything. Had a little bit of a cave in here, but nothing too crazy. But all that down there looks nice and good. My trench for the outflow right there wasn't the straightest, but he'll be able to get that pipe to go through there and then daylight out down the hill down there. So this side got pretty deep. Let's see if he got to the other side. Looks like he did with the pressure washer. So yeah, clean that up really good. You can see there's the footer and the brickwork and everything. That staircase didn't even have anything solid underneath it. It's like they laid the brick on the ground. But yeah, this all looks really good. It turned out really well. I've never done anything like this, but he just needed somebody to come over here and dig it out for him so he could take care of the rest. And I was happy to come over here and help him dig this out. It was a really cool project. I've never really done anything like this, digging out next to a house on a basement dig like this before, but so that was a learning experience. So all that turned out well. So this one I was able to make this trench was a lot straighter because I was able to kind of use the corner of the house. I'll walk down there, show you. So this one came out a lot straighter because I basically was able to run off the corner. The way that sloped off right there, I couldn't get the mini set up like where I could you know, it was all just kind of sloped off and kind of a mess there, and I just couldn't get a good angle on the corner to run it straight. And then it's not easy to dig a straight line when you don't have a line to follow. So but this one turned out good. But that one over that side will be okay. This is all he gonna lay a pipe here, cover all this back over with dirt, and then they'll just daylight out here. And I was like, well, you got that number 3 that you can't use in the trench, but you could use it right here, lay out some fabric and use that number 3 to make a dissipator pad right here and let that water just flow on out down this hill right here. So that ought to work. So he's gonna get all this covered up. I gotta pick up the mini. We gotta go help landscaper Greg and his guys with a project really quick, about 10 minutes up the road. And then I'll be back here tomorrow. We're gonna cut around the jungle pond, and we got some other ponds we gotta go mulch around that we've done before down the road. And then we gotta go back over to his uncle's place where I've done some work as well that you guys have seen in the YouTube videos. We got some other ponds over there to mulch around. So we got plenty of work to do. So I'll be back over here with the mini, what I got to do for landscaper Greg. Shouldn't take more than just today. So I'm already running behind. Let's go ahead and snatch this thing up. I'll get the bucket taken off. The mulcher's already on the trailer. We'll get this thing hooked up and get on to the next job. So stay tuned for that video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't get a lot of views on stuff that on any excavation work, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And we found a couple cool artifacts and stuff, some bottles in the ground. So hopefully you guys will watch this video. Whoever watches it will enjoy it. I'll try to make the best of it as I can. So anyway, I'm glad I did, and hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye everybody.